How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be predicting the set 33 headliner card that I think is going to be featured in tomorrow's pack. And I'm also going to hide the face cam. We'll talk a little bit about this updated schedule. I'll go over some of my progress on some prestige players that I'm working on in the event, and then I'll also go over some highlights from the previous event to wrap things up. So the first thing here that I want to point out is the set 33 headliner is an awards flashback card. So it's a live series player that won an award in a previous year. So the first thing that comes to mind with these question marks are 7-letter first name, an 8-letter last name, and then of course awards is the first few letters of these question mark clues. And we know that it's a flashback, so I started to look at the marketplace trying to determine which names match up, which players I think will end up getting a card. And we can narrow the selection down to about 2 different players. Both of them are going to be position players. This first one is Charlie Blackmon. I could not find a pitcher that fits the 7-letter first name, 8-letter last name that would also be a flashback. So I'm going with 2 position players. Charlie Blackmon could easily win a Silver Slugger Award Series card. I believe he won 2 Silver Slugger Awards, one in 2016 and one in 2017. Back-to-back Silver Sluggers. He was also an All-Star, but that's not going to be an Award Series type of player. The other choice that I think we have is Brandon Crawford. He won a Gold Glove, actually 3 Gold Gloves in a row, but had a pretty good year in 2016 as well. So we're looking at the same year for one of these players to be featured in that set 33 headliner pack. I believe they both have around an 86 or 87 diamond. This Brandon Crawford was featured in MLB The Show 18. I have all of the games listed up at the top right. But this card was very similar to the Player of the Month card that we see already in this year's game. And then, of course, we have the Charlie Blackmon Face of the Franchise Diamond card that's at like an 87 overall. So we can kind of determine, where these attributes are going to be. If this is a Gold Glove, Brandon Crawford, he will probably have boosted attributes. He might be, a 94, 95 overall. Maybe he's a 96 and they boost him up significantly. I think he could have, 70 power. And the only reason I say that is because I know for sure in 2015, he won a Silver Slugger Award with 21 home runs, 33 doubles, and he also won the Gold Glove Award as well as an All-Star Award that season. So we might see that Brandon Crawford. I have to go with Charlie Blackmon, though, as my pick for this prediction video. This is the Face of the Franchise, Charlie Blackmon, and I'm going to be kind of comparing this card, the best version that we have in MLB The Show 20, to the card that we got last year for the June Player of the Month program. I thought we might see this version of Charlie Blackmon for the June program, but we ended up getting the Cody Bellinger, which I would rather have. I prefer that Cody Bellinger, but I thought that they might still give out or still create a card for Charlie Blackmon, and it could be this set 33 headliner. So we'll go ahead and get into some gameplay, but this could be a card that we might see, a very similar card to what is released tomorrow. The same type of overall that we would see for Brandon Crawford if that is the selection. But I'm going to predict Charlie Blackmon for this one. Now we'll go ahead and get into some gameplay. I'm going to be getting into this prime event. We have Ryan Sandberg playing out of position. We're grinding out stats with Mariano Rivera. We're grinding out stats with Craig Biggio, and I'm going to be showing my progress with those guys. I've only used Mariano Rivera for 1 inning in a ranked game, and then every other inning I've pitched with them has been in this prime event that's on Hall of Fame. So we are grinding out stats pretty easily. I've uploaded a couple videos talking about how to get Mariano Rivera or really any pitcher prestiged very quickly in this event. Doing it all legit. You're not boosting. You're doing it 100% legit. And also, I wanted to go over some highlights from Ken Griffey Jr. I'm excited to get into some ranked seasons. I should be able to go live a little bit later tonight, a little bit later than usual, but I do plan on trying out Griffey in ranked as well as a couple of the other home run derby cards. Anyway, we're pitching with Mariano Rivera here, and I've thrown about 25 innings, accumulating about 25 strikeouts as well. So that is something that is nice. We will be trying to prestige this card in this event. I'm also going to be using him in ranked seasons a lot. He's very good. I've faced him a few times. He's tough to hit. I struck out against him quite a few times as well. I have given up a few runs with them. I've given up about 8 homers in about 25 innings, so that is quite a few home runs, but at the same time, it's also very difficult to pitch in this game in general. So anytime I have a pitcher with a 5-pitch mix, a sinker and a cutter combo with a pretty good off speed, and he's fairly easy to control, I would say, I got to use that card and I want to prestige him. I'll end up locking him in because we don't really have that many relievers. Even though we are able to hit him okay in this game, score a couple runs off him, and this opponent also started him, so he's using the same type of strategy that I uploaded in that other video. I think that this guy's a great player. He had a very similar record to the one that I had, so we'll go ahead and see what we can do. We'll see if we can close this game out. I'm not going to try to use Mariano Rivera for all 3 innings. I'm probably going to end up going to Aroldis Chapman or Rob Dibble. That pitch right there, though, with Larry Walker, I cannot afford to miss that. That is a fastball right over the middle. I just dropped the PCI, swung a little bit too low over the middle of the plate, and end up with the pop-up. That was an easy 3-run homer. Would have been able to get us a run scored with Craig Biggio. He was on base, so we just can't afford to miss those types of pitches. And now this opponent has something going here. He gets a base hit with Minnie Minoso. One swing of the bat ties the game, and that's exactly why we can't miss that last pitch, that last at bat. That was right down the middle. I mean, we have to continue to score runs, even though it's a 3-inning game. We have to try and maximize our hitting with runners in scoring position. That's really what I've been struggling with in some of these ranked seasons games, where I've kind of beat myself, where I have opportunities to win, I lose within like a couple runs, 1 or 2 run ball games, and in this event I've been able to hit a little bit more consistently. Also, you know, it's the same time the new ranked seasons just started up, so we have had some success. While a lot of top players are playing some ranked, I've been grinding out some of these prestige stats. We've completed the 25 innings with Mariano Rivera, up to 30 now. Only need 20 more for that, and then of course we need 27 more strikeouts. So we're right there. We're right on track. We should be able to get the strikeouts. We might need a few more innings pitched past 50 in order to get them. But for the most part, I mean, he's pitched pretty well. 12-0 record starting him. He has 15 games started. 2 of them have been complete games, whether the person quit out or we just pitched full 3 innings with them. 2 of them were also shutouts. And then, of course, 2 saves. I've given up, like I said earlier, a handful of runs, a couple home runs. But we're moving along with Craig Biggio as well. We still need, roughly 36 runs and about 40-something hits we still need to get with Biggio in order to complete this. But this card will significantly be an improvement to the other Craig Biggio, that defense behind the plate, as well as the 93 speed. I'm not sure if I included this Ducks on the Pond pack from the Moonshot event. I was able to get to 100 wins before the Moonshot event was finished, and I ended up pulling the rare round out of that pack. So I'll go ahead and wrap this video up with the Ken Griffey Jr. highlight reel from the Moonshot event. I can't wait to use this card in ranked. I will be live a little bit later tonight, but that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this highlight video with Ken Griffey, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
Not every home run is exactly the same. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
Here in inning number 2. Now Junior gets a hold of one to deep right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. But the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and stands there and watches it fly. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from third to 2 strikes.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize
that ball is absolutely crushed. In the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. It might be. It could be.